So Mr. Markle does believe that Meghan Markle and Doria planned the whole thing and that they planned to get rid of him somehow, that they didn't want him there. Well, many of you have asked me about the video yesterday. How come Mr. Markle hasn't spoken out? He has been speaking out. He's been giving these kinds of interviews to mainstream media. It's just that mainstream media chose to ridicule him, not investigate his claims at all. And to this day, they're still refusing to investigate those claims. So this is why I'm bringing them up, because clearly you hadn't seen them. Because if you had, I get a lot of comments saying, oh, well, why didn't he say so before? He has, repeatedly, to anybody who would listen, but nobody has. And he hasn't stopped talking, because what you're about to listen to is bone chilling. It's going to chill you guys to the bone because it's incredible. And the one that I have for you tomorrow, it's mostly about Doria. And I'm going to delve deeper into Doria and her, how should I put it nicely, her little past. I will give you a taster today and I will let you decide, because the allegations, what Mr. Markle is saying, are pretty much criminal. Not from Mr. Markle, but about what Doria and Meghan Markle have done and what he knows and why he should be scared for his life and why he believes that maybe they wanted him dead. Out of the way, the better. And who would want to do that to him? His own daughter? Do you think Meghan Markle capable of doing that? My personal opinion, absolutely. But I'll leave it up to you. And again, it's not that Mr. Markle hasn't said this before. It's just that the mainstream media are still refusing to publish any of this, to do any real investigation. Because right now, they're all focusing on that twerking dance, but they're not calling the hospital saying, hey, wait a minute, it was COVID. How can Harry be allowed there? And I get a lot of people say, oh, well, they were allowed. No, they weren't. Nobody's picking up on it. So let's get into this. Guys, mainstream media is the worst.
I saw a comment that, oh, high-end escorts did get paid to go yachting. Meghan Markle was never high-end. Or have you forgotten the video, the dancing, twerking video with that fake moon bump, which I'm playing for you right now? Does this seem high-end escort to you? That doesn't scream high-end escort to me.
If you're new to the channel, thanks for coming. My name is Paula M. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to those who have sent me super chats. Thank you for the person who sent me that PayPal donation. It is amazing. Thank you. The shelter will appreciate it. And yes, and don't forget to buy the merch as well. And let's talk about what we got here. But before we do you remember that Brooke Shields gave that interview to India Hicks? Many of you don't know who India Hicks is. India Hicks was a bridesmaid in Princess Diana's wedding to King Charles. King Charles is her godfather. She is this type with King Charles. So she had her in her Substack. And I mean, we saw that interview. Please go look at my video, Brooke Shields. And India Hicks goes, of course you can say anything you want. This is my podcast. Well, not really, can she? Because she has deleted the whole interview. And no, it was not due to Sussex Squad haters. It was not due to Sussex Squad haters. It was not due to Brooke Shields asking her to delete it. I will tell you later who is the person who asked India Hicks to delete that video. And it's disappointing, I must say. It is very disappointing. So, without further ado, I don't know. I've done so many videos on Doria Ragland. I will leave them linked there for you to watch. I will leave the list for you to watch. But Doria Ragland is at best a shady character who was absent from her daughter's life from the age of 4. She, according to her family, she was the drug provider on the set where Mr. Markle met her. Many people have speculated if Meghan invited Mr. Markle to the wedding. So let's hear what Mr. Markle himself has to say about this, shall we?
So, well, did you ever get an invitation to the wedding?
I never got an invitation, and I asked her about it. I said, what happened? Do I get an invitation? I said, where's my invitation? She said, maybe it got lost in the mail, which was stupid.
Yes, exactly. Not only that, it is my firm belief that Meghan Markle never wanted Mr. Markle there. Because he knew the truth. He knows the secrets. He knows where the bodies are buried. He knows a lot about Rachel Meghan Markle, especially Doria. Because you see, the teachers at the school, for those of you who are new to the channel, when Meghan Markle graduated from high school, they were shocked when they met Doria because they had never met her in all the years Meghan Markle had been at the school. And they were shocked that she was black because Meghan Markle never once mentioned her mother was black. In fact, she misled people into thinking that she was Italian. Everybody assumed that she was Italian. In fact, she went on Rachel Ray and she said that she was going to Malta because her family was from there. And she was going with that genealogist. At no point was there any 43% Nigerian. Where was this genealogist that couldn't find a 43% Nigerian is a huge majority, guys. So that's what Meghan Markle did. Meghan Markle and Doria, when she showed up for the high school graduation, the teachers were shocked when they saw, oh, she's black. Okay, cool. So we know for a fact Meghan Markle did not face any racism in the United States. She has said so herself because she lived her life as a white person. In fact, she did everything she could to delete any facial things about herself. So now, Mr. Markle, who is doing a very revealing interview, and please go, I will leave the link for the full interview at Pidina so you can watch it. But I'll leave you this clip here because this clip is incredibly telling about what Meghan Markle was going around saying and why, and the lies that she had been saying for quite some time, of which Doria and Mr. Markle were both aware. But they never confronted Meghan Markle about it. They just let it slide. Please watch it and give me your opinion.
For it as a story that a coming of age or coming of opportunity kind of a story, you know, where she's been rescued from the life that was so horrible. And I know when Harry said she's the family or the family that she's never had, I know that was very upsetting for you and the rest of the family because you guys have always been a close family.
You know, that same story happened in the first wedding. The evening before the wedding at the first, he said to her, you're going to have the family you've never had before now.
He said that.
And he had a book made up for her because she wrote a book about two bedrooms, 2 TV sets, because when she was at her mom, she had a room with stuff in it. With me, she had all this stuff. So she wrote a book about having 2 of everything, you know.
Exactly. As you can see, Mr. Markle here is saying that Trevor Engleson, when Meghan Markle got married to him in Jamaica, and she didn't get married to Meghan Markle in Jamaica, by the way. Want to hear a bombshell? The real date that Rachel Meghan Markle got married was August 16th, 2011 in Los Angeles County Court. She didn't tell her mother. She didn't tell her father. She didn't tell anybody. You're looking at the document here. I hope you can clearly see it. That marriage in Jamaica was mostly symbolic. She didn't tell anybody about it. So they were already married when they were in Jamaica. Now, as you can see here too, she took his name. She was Rachel Meghan Markle Engleson. I wonder if Harry knew that. Did she have a name change after that? Because she would have had to go to court to change the name from Rachel Meghan Markle, or apply for an application to have her last name changed. There's a lot of skeletons in this body thing. Meghan Markle said that Harry paid for a house in 2016 at late November for Thanksgiving. And that's the last time supposedly that Mr. Markle saw his daughter with Doria for Thanksgiving that Harry had paid for. It turns out that is also another lie. You see, Mr. Markle knows everything. Mr. Markle knows that Meghan Markle lied. So Meghan Markle, after spending Christmas in Sandringham on 2017, Harry goes and says, oh yes, this is like the family Meghan had never had before. But this is the part that's really concerning, because Meghan Markle, we heard that Mr. Markle said she didn't invite him. We know that Meghan Markle was lying to the royal family. Mr. Markle knew that. And what is worse, Mr. Markle kind of believes that Meghan Markle is the one behind the setup, because the very same pap who set him up is the very same pap who still works with Meghan Markle to this day. Okay? And Meghan Markle put so much pressure on Mr. Markle that she knew what it would happen. She knew what the consequences were. Doria was immediately protected, not Mr. Markle. It is very clear to Mr. Markle that this was mostly led by Doria, that Doria is behind all of it. And let me tell you something really, really sketchy about Doria. Doria was evicted in 1997 from where she was living. She reappeared again in 1996. She lived in this housing unit for a year until she was officially evicted because she clearly didn't pay the rent. You're seeing the case on the screen. After that, she went to live with her father, who died under very mysterious circumstances, and she was the only one present. Apparently, he tripped with the dog leashes and while walking a dog, but nobody saw it. And Doria is the one that says that that's what happened. And then there's another thing that is, if my father had tripped and died because of certain dog leashes, I would get rid of those dog leashes. But what does Doria do? She still has them. You know, it kind of reminds me of psychopath killers, that they always keep a memento. So maybe that is the memento that Doria is keeping, those dog leashes, because she relishes the fact that her father died. Because it was ruled an accident. I have to say this for legal purposes. However, the injuries that her father suffered were not really consistent with how the accident happened, because he did not fall on concrete. He was found bleeding on the grass. So if he fell, it's not like he fell on hard concrete. But again, it's just me speculating. Oh, and I want to make a correction about yesterday's video. I said $8,000 a month. I am so sorry. I meant to say $800, but for some reason, I really don't have a script, guys. I talk to you from the heart, really. But it's $800. But even then, Meghan Markle did not have the money to put or pay for the eggs. I don't think Meghan Markle ever wanted to be a mother. So yeah, and apparently the eggs were thrown away, or, you know, where she had them, when you don't pay for a while and they try to contact you, and apparently the contact that she had left in the United States, she was no longer there. Don't forget that she was in Canada. So they had to dispose of the egg. And if she had a hysterectomy, that kind of makes sense. I don't know. I didn't really want to believe the DNA thing, because a lot of people kept asking me, Paula, I thought that the kids would be hers, but after what I heard about Mr. Markle and what I found out about the clinic where she had the eggs, now I'm into full-blown mode that I don't think those children are hers. I do believe that they're Harry's, unless Christ, something comes up and they're not even Harry. But yeah, so Mr. Markle does believe that Meghan Markle and Doria planned the whole thing, and that they planned to get rid of him somehow, that they didn't want him there, that they provoked so much stress in his life because they much rather see him dead. Like he said, I know they want me dead. And if I were Mr. Markle, I would be very concerned because, if Doria is capable of doing really, really nasty things, we don't know what happened to her father. I know it was ruled an accident, but also in the autopsy report it states that they ruled it as an accident because they had no other option, but the injuries were not that consistent with anything. So you make up your mind. In tomorrow's video, what I'm going to tell you, I really will have to be very careful how I say it because it's incredible. But what do you make of all of this? Meghan Markle getting married. Why lie? Because the royal family, and if you go to her Wikipedia page, they're still putting it as though it was in September 10th, 2011. It wasn't. It was August 16th, 2011. Why lie? Why the lies? And she took the Engleson name. So that means that when she married Harry, she was Rachel Meghan Markle Engleson, unless she changed the last name. And I'm pretty sure that when Mr. Markle, moves on from this planet, I know that those accusations are coming right out, which is terrible because, dead people can't defend themselves. So let me know what you think of all of this. Let me know what you think of Meghan Markle being so shady, such a liar. Why? I really don't understand how this woman was even allowed to be near the royal family. Especially now that Harry's planning to come to the UK for the summer and at Charles' invitation. And they are making arrangements to have him brought over because he wants Archie to be with him and get ready for royal work. I really don't know what the hell that it's all about. So please give me your comments, beautiful people, and thank you for watching.
I have full body chills right now.